someone else's job for me.
Yeah!
Like, wow, I'm just enjoying this. Yeah, the next person up did not make out with me. His name is Michael. Get up here.
Hey everybody, how's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, that's me right now. I haven't done stand-up in a while, so I'm kind of rusty. Last semester was really rough for me, but I think that's important because college is a time for self-discovery. Like, some people discover that they're gay, some people discover that they're emo, most people discover they don't have any money left.
I didn't have any to start with.
Hey, wait. I personally discovered that I wasn't homophobic. I'm pretty liberal, so I was pretty sure I wasn't homophobic, but there was this little part of me deep down that thought I might have been a closeted homophobe. But that part of me died last semester because my roommate had his boyfriend over and they were spooning, and I didn't feel any homophobic urges or temptations. In fact, it was quite adorable and very gay. But I was disgusted, not because it was gay, but because the entire time they were spooning, they were watching fucking anime. Anime disgusts me. I don't like anime. It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere. So I've been doing stand-up since I was 11, which sounds impressive until you realize I'm still mentally 11. I think people get too impressed by talented children because children are held to different standards. Like, take child soldiers. There's a reason we don't have child special forces. Because children aren't good enough to be soldiers, they're just good enough to be child soldiers. So my brother is a bit of a history buff. He tells me a lot of random facts. The other day he told me why the stereotype of the money-grubbing Jew exists. Just to be clear, I'm not saying Jews are money-grubbing, I'm just saying certain people think that Jews are good at grubbing the money. There's a difference. But anyway, apparently, back in medieval Europe, Christianity was an important religion, basically exactly like right now. In medieval Christianity, if you were a Christian and you ran a bank, there was a sin called usury, which basically meant that you weren't allowed to charge interest for money. If you've ever taken an economics course, you know that banks are generally quite fond of charging interest. But the Christians are a persistent bunch, just ask Jerusalem. So they had an idea. They would go out into the street and they would find a random Jew to run the banks. Every single bank in Europe had a designated Jew, and they would give him a great name to honor their noble status, the court Jew. So these Christians would walk up to this Jew and be like, okay, here's some money, here's a book, here's a pen. Write down exactly the numbers we tell you to, but when the Pope's goons come by, tell them you did it all yourself. We were never here. After a while, these Jews got smart and were like, wait a second. Fuck these Christians. I'm gonna make my own bank with blackjack and hookers. And all these Jews liberated themselves and started capitalism. So, I'm a pretty big fucking nerd. I play a lot of Overwatch. So, if you don't know, there's an esports league for Overwatch now called Overwatch League, and I actually got to go this last weekend, and it was a ton of fun because the two teams that were playing were London and Shanghai, which means I got to watch a reenactment of the Opium War.